All right, what's up, you guys? It's probably gonna be a little quick video because XRP barely moves, and that's what everybody says. XRP barely moves. Ripple XRP barely moves. It's not gonna do nothing. So, obviously, there's nothing I could do about that. You know what I mean? So, until we start seeing some actual direction on XRP. It's probably going to be boring. You know what I'm saying? These videos probably going to be boring for some people. But I'm going to tell you one thing. This shit ain't boring to me. I could sit up and watch XRP all day because I know the value of it. I know what's to come, and that's what excites me. That's what keeps me going. So just to start, I just want to tell you guys if anybody is having doubts, stay focused on the long-term vision, stay focused on the long-term goal. And then obviously, XRP isn't the only thing I'm investing in either. You know what I mean? So you shouldn't have all your money in XRP, or you shouldn't have XRP being the only asset that you're investing in. You know what I mean? You definitely should diversify a little bit. You don't want to diversify too much because you do want to build depth. So I hope you guys are increasing your bags that you have with XRP, increasing your bags that you have with your other investments. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But obviously, XRP has been moving sideways, for months now, not showing any direction, not even giving us like any type of like, it's different if XRP was going up and down like this, to where we was moving $1 each move, because then you could make some big moves. If we was going from $1.30 to $2.30, and then back to $1, then back to $3, and then back to $1.25. That would be some you could scalp that. You could daily trade that like it's gold or Bitcoin, but that's not the case right now. And I promise you guys, there will be some times when XRP does start to take off where it will be some day trading activity, a lot more day trading activity going. But right now it's just about just stacking your bags and just being patient and just one thing for sure is like XRP is one of those assets that will build your character, because if you don't have the character of patience, or if you don't have the character of having a long-term vision, and you're so much of a what do they call it? Uh Gratification. If you want instant gratification and you want to be making instant profits on a daily basis, of course XRP is probably not the thing to be traded. You know what I mean? And that's probably why a lot of day traders stay away from XRP, but I bet you they're holding it. You know what I mean? I bet you they have some money sitting to the side, so but but for sure alone, there's a lot of XRP and Ripple investors and analyzers that will tell you that this is a retirement game plan. Like this is a retirement game plan. Like there's people sitting on their bags with XRP waiting to retire off of this. You know what I mean? So let's get straight to it, man. As you see, I drew this gold line and this blue line yesterday on yesterday's video. Today's day 21. And yes, I've been eating fruit. Today I've had some kiwis before I went to the gym. Probably gonna eat me some more kiwis and some bananas. And I also have a watermelon that I'm gonna cut up, and I'm gonna smack that watermelon as well. So I hope you guys are eating fruit and staying healthy out there, staying hydrated, man. It's very important. But yeah, as you see, as I zoom in, so of course I was bullish for the short term, but I know eventually, just like what other pairs I know and other things, I know eventually we got to bottom out. We got to correct, we got to reset, all of that, right? So the bottom out price is going to be around 50 to 25 cents. So I wasn't sure and I'm still not sure because we still technically haven't broke this major support zone, which is at $1.23. Is major support zone. We still haven't broke that zone. Once we break below $1.23, I think price would be invalidated. Or let's even go further for sure. Like we break below $1.15. If we break below $1.15, price is invalidated for sure. So um I wouldn't buy in if you guys are looking to do a quick long position or something. I wouldn't buy in until we cross 150. So we can consolidate between 150 and 115. I would just sit on your hands and just continue to increase your bags. I wouldn't trade it or anything. But if we do break above 150, uh, I think the first take profit can easily be like $1.80, $1.75 could be a first take profit, and then a dollar, and then $1.90, and then $2.10 could be your second take profit. Um, and then eventually we'll start to turn around. Now, you see this trend line here, right? This trend line here. There's been, like I said with gold, you guys see my gold video that I've been posting on trading gold. The longer things wait in consolidation, the less likely it is to go a certain direction. So if the direction we think is bullish first, the longer it stays in consolidation, the less likely it is to go bullish. It can have a better chance of going bearish, mainly because we know the overall goal is to bottom out. We know that, and mind you, I don't have a crystal ball, so I'm not trying to say for sure that we're gonna bottom out. We could go to $10, $13. I don't have a crystal ball, but just off my technical analysis and everything that I'm learning and how the world is going and the economy and everything, it's obvious that we have to reset. We can't just keep raising prices on things. Like everything is going up in price. I bought a bag of grapes yesterday and the grapes were almost $15, just about $15 with taxes. So we can't just keep raising prices. There has to be a reset, right? So that's why I'm saying it. I'm not saying it just because I know or just because that's how I want things to go. I'm just saying I think that's where the trend is going to go. I think the overall trend, the overall bias is to reset. The overall bias is to correct and then go. And of course they want to try to distract you. They want to try to throw all these things, make things complicated. And of course, while they're resetting, they're going to, price is going to be high and it's going to be hard for a lot of people to invest, a lot of people to stack their bags for retirement and things like that. So um, that's just part of the game, man. It's just part of the game, bro. And it's all about how bad you want it. Because if you want it bad, you can find a way. Some things suck, some things are hard, but if you want it bad, you can find a way. But here's an example right here of what I was thinking could happen right here. And as I'm showing this, you see that it already happened before. So you see right here how we had this downtrend, this spike down. Let me make this white 1 second. So we had the spike down and then spike back up right away. And then we had consolidation. We had consolidation. You guys see where I'm going with this. We never broke, we never invalidated, meaning we never broke the support line. And since we never broke the support line, we came back up and we had a little quick bounce from here. So we had a small little quick bounce from $1.86 all the way up to $2.36. And so that's what I was thinking about this right here. I was thinking that we could possibly bounce from here from like $1.30 and we could bounce up to like $1.80, $1.89, and I had my long position going, and we did for a second. We last week or a week and a half, about a week ago, we bounced up to $1.50, and we went up to $1.53, and I was getting excited. I was like, oh yeah, we're about to bounce up a little bit, and I'm just gonna trail my stop loss and get some profits out of this. But then it turned around quicker than I expected. And even on this one that I have circled, you see that it turned around once it bounced and it came down even further and validating. It came down even further and validating this support line, which is now the current resistance. So it happened once. It can happen again, but the fact that it already happened once, actually, and then it happened twice, actually. It's happened twice already. So you see this right here. It's happened again right here. So right here, we went up after this big run. We consolidated. We had a quick pump, which did break all-time highs. It did go up to $3.61, but then we came down and hit that spike, consolidate again, smaller bump that didn't create an all-time high, and it spiked down again. So of course, I don't think all-time high is going to happen until we do have that official reset. I don't think all-time will happen until we do officially bottom out. And so that's the scenario right there. And yeah, man, I'm gonna keep it short, man, because I want to stay consistent. And I want to see what tomorrow does. This is a daily time frame for XRP. So I'm gonna leave this here and see you guys on the next video. And make wishing you guys nothing but much love, much success, much joy, much abundance, much prosperity, all of that, man. All right. Have a good one. Peace.